Any questions in previous demo class before going to start the class? Any questions, doubts? Okay. So let's start. Today I'm going to discussing about if any new project will come. Okay, how the application will be, and what points we need to check, and what are the requirements, main requirements we need to start the performance testing for that of the particular application. Okay. Okay. So I think everyone should speak in between. Okay. So if the session will be interactive, right? If any questions, any doubts in between, everyone should speak. Then only the session will interactive, and everyone should learn. If anyone know, if someone knows something and someone knows don't know that thing, right? So that's how I feel. And let's start the class. So before going to gather any requirements or anything, so if what we need, if any new application will comes to us, the basic thing, what exactly we need? The architecture, right? Architecture of that particular application, how the architecture will be. Then only we will get an idea. Okay, yes, this application is related to this, or this application is having this many servers, or this application is having this database, all the things, right? So whenever a new application will comes to us for performance testing, so first we need to set up a call with stakeholders. Then we need to ask, first thing in requirements gathering was architecture of the application. Okay. So architecture means, as you all know that, right? So this is the front end and this is the back end, and obviously the users will use that particular UI, means the front end. Okay. And the architecture contains exactly what type of elements. Okay. So first we need to know about which database they are using, what is the front end they are using, which code, like is it a Java application or .NET application or SAP, or is there any other code they have used? We need to know that first point. Okay, let me write it down. Okay, what type of application? Okay, Java or .NET or SAP, etc. So based on that, okay, this is a Java application, we can decide that. Okay, next in architecture, second point. What is the second point in architecture? How many servers? Okay, how many servers we have for this application? Okay, and next thing, next requirement gathering. Any guesses? If anyone knows anything, you can also suggest. Servers means, servers ante, like servers means, as you all know that, right? Servers means host machines, means how many CPUs or how many uh, applications for that particular application, how many host missions they are using, like it was only one mission or two missions, and how much CPU or how much memory, all the details. Okay, so what type of servers they are using, is that Linux or Windows? Okay,
అవినాష్ మాట్లాడినాను, నువ్వు ఫోన్ చేసినప్పుడు సార్తోనే ఉంటే
please be on mute everyone. Yeah, so Linux or Windows or Mac, whatever it may be.
Vijay, these are servers or these are OS?
We can say these are all called servers as well. In this, I mean, in Linux also we are having different, I mean, Tomcat or different servers we are having, right? In this OSs, I mean, we can call it as OS or server. In performance
Server OS.
testing, yeah. In performance testing, we can call or we can ask a client as a like servers, Windows servers or Linux servers. We can also can. And in Windows, what type of servers also they are using, like Tomcat, or mostly mostly all the servers will be in Windows only. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly all the servers is in Windows only. So these are almost Windows means obviously Tomcat servers, right?
Okay.
Apache Tomcat.
Okay. Okay. Now I got.
Yeah.
So these
And
are all requirement gatherings, right?
correct. We need to ask them. While any new application will comes to us, we need to ask them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
what type
Got
of
it.
servers we are, is Windows or Linux? If Windows, which type of, in Windows, which type of servers they are using, like Tomcat or any other servers we have, like legacy applications or legacy, you know, right? I think,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Like it is compatible to everything. Like
yeah,
any.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, correct. Legacy, or is there any Docker containers? I think everyone will knows, right? Docker containers or Kubernetes.
No.
For
No
these
idea.
Dockers and Kubernetes, these are all cloud based. I mean, no need of any Windows or Linux. These are all like cloud based containers, we can call it as.
Okay. Okay. Like blank.
Correct. And another thing, is there any load balancers we have? Okay. So is there any load balancers we have? If we have load balancers, how many we have? And what is the backend where the stakeholders are used to implement that application database? You know, is this
What
a
is the load
Mango?
balancer means?
Sorry, to balance the load. For example, I am hitting the particular UI, or I am hitting to buy something in the application. Okay, for example, we can say Flipkart. Okay, I am trying to hit to buy the mobile. At the same time, same mobile, some others also hitting to buy, right? So multiple people, I mean multiple customers are trying to buy that particular product at the same time. So load balancers, what exactly will do is to take all the input from all the users, and then it distributes among. Please everyone be on mute. I'm getting little bit disturbance while I'm explaining. Yeah, these load balancers, what will do is to balance the load. All the customers are hitting to buy that application at the time. What will happen is the server crash will happen, or the server may be down, or the load at a time we put on the application, definitely the server will become down, right? To improve the server performance, the load balancers will take up the load, and it will pump slowly based on like we are having two servers, we can say example in this.
Vidya, if I'm not wrong, the
Yeah,
load balancer means if the
to
servers
balance
one
the
server
load
gets
between,
failed,
yes,
it will take another server.
yes,
It
if
will
we
act like
have
a
a,
mediator.
yes, for example, we have three servers. Okay, the load balancer will capture all the user load, and it will distribute among the servers. For example, 100 user load will at a time hit the 100 users to the load balancer, and each 35 users will be distributed among three servers, we can say. Okay, that is the load balance. Yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah.
So load balancer is a software, part of the software, right?
No, it's not the software. Like it is also something like a container or something. It's like
Like
a,
it will be physically present nearby to the server.
correct.
Okay, it's a hardware part only.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah. So MongoDB databases we have is like MongoDB or Oracle, or different type of databases we have, right? MySQL, etc. So what type of database they are using to store the data? Okay. and this is completely we need to know and what type of front end code, back end code, right? Based on that only. And another thing, what type of application it is, what type of application it is. Okay, it is a desktop or web application, etc. We are having different type of applications, right? Or remote application. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So based on that, we need to decide which, okay, this is web application, then we need to go for this protocol, or it is desktop application. Okay, we need to go for this protocol. Like that, we can decide it. And this is completely about architecture. And is there any shared components? Why we need shared components? Shared components means whenever sometimes the load will, for example, during the time of sale in Flipkart or Amazon, we can say, at that time, what will happen is like the load is more than expected days, right? At that time, these shared servers will be used. Okay, the client will maintain some shared servers whenever the load is more than expected. At that time, the shared servers will be, or shared components will be used. So this is complete thing about architecture. And then in requirements gathering only, we need to ask client about SLA. SLA means service level agreement. Okay, means how much they are expecting from us. Like for example, their expectation means to load particular page within how many seconds that particular page should load. For example, 2 seconds we can say. When I try to click on Flipkart home page, it will load within 2 seconds. Yes, it was good. But when I'm trying to hitting same, it will take 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Definitely the end user will not satisfied, right?
बस बोलो सर आप लोग को स्टार्ट है कि
So that thing we can say it as a, that thing we can say it as an SLA. And another thing, I'm keeping on continuous mute and continuously unmuting. Why? I'm getting little disturbance. That's what I'm muting you all. Okay. Yeah. And SLA is the main important part. And another thing, test data. Why we need test data? What is test data means? Test data means username and password details, right? Why we need this?
If there is already
Without
application,
this, yeah,
so
without
they will
this,
have the credentials with them, no? So they can share with others.
yes, without this test data, without the user details, we cannot log in the application, and we don't know what the application inside, what elements we have or what features we have. Okay. Yeah. And next thing, before test data, we need a URL information, right?
Obviously.
Without URL, we can also not do anything. And another important thing, we need a dedicated test environment. Why we need it? Why we need dedicated environment? Why we cannot use developers or automation testers environment? If we use the developers environment, na, so developers daily changing the code means developers and daily code changes చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. I'm repeating English and Telugu both because both people are there. Please, I'm repeating same words parallelly, English and Telugu. Okay. Yeah. So dedicated and test environment means if we use developers environment, daily basis code changes will happen, right? So if we record the performance test script, it won't work out. Okay, daily we need to change the script. మనం ఒకవేళ ఈ డెడికేటెడ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ లో స్క్రిప్ట్ కనుక రికార్డ్ చేస్తే డెవలపర్స్ డైలీ చేంజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు కోడ్. సో మనం రికార్డ్ చేసిన నో యూజ్, మళ్ళీ స్క్రిప్ట్ అనేది రికార్డ్ చేయాలి. సో దట్ పర్పస్ we no need to use developers or other automation testers QA environment. We need separate test environment, okay, to create the scripts and execute the scripts. Next, these are all comes under non-functional requirement gathering. Okay, and next what we have, Next, we can ask for navigation steps also. Okay, navigation steps means after logging the application, what are the steps we have, right? So let's take an example of any one application. I'm taking JPET store. Yeah. So this is my application. So client given this URL. Client అనేవారు మనకి ఈ URL ఇచ్చాడు అనుకున్నాం. So first thing we got server information, all the information we got. Finally we know that this is web application. So web application అని మనకు అర్థమైంది. So this is the URL we got from the client. Okay. Next, he gave a user information. Okay, username is some Jojo and password is Bean. Okay, so ila manaki client ane atana information ichadu. The client gave an information like this. So what we need to do? Okay, and he said expected SLA was 5 seconds. So SLA 5 seconds అని చెప్పాడు అనుకోండి మనకి what we'll do? First we need to take this URL. Okay, we need to take this URL and hit the browser. I don't want to include, yeah, anything is fine. Okay, so before going to explain about the application, I would like to start to explain with the URL as well. Okay, so what is this? This is called a protocol, right? Protocol means how many type of protocols we have? HTTPS and HTTP, right? HTTP means why we need HTTP and why we need HTTPS. HTTP means we can use it for normal applications, like it's not, the application is not that much secured. HTTP లో application అనేది అంత secured గా ఉండదు. Okay, if you use HTTPS, the application should be secured. This point we can call it as a protocol. Okay, protocol. And after the double slashes, okay, this thing .com, this is called as a server or IP. Okay, ఏ అప్లికేషన్ కైనా మనకు IP or server ఉంటుంది కదా. So this is called as IP or server name, we can say it as. Okay, after this .com, whatever the information we have after the slash, okay, we can call it as a path. Clear? Any doubts? This is the protocol. HTTPS means secure protocol, HTTP means not secured one, and this was a server and this is the path. Okay, you need to know about that. And before going to start, we are having different type of methods, right? Can anyone get, post, put, delete, add, edit? Next, anyone?
No idea.
Methods. Get means
Response from the server.
we need to give the input to the server, not the response.
Oh, post won't be the,
Yeah,
post will be the response.
give input to the server. For example, username and password. Okay, and next, post means
Server response.
response. For example, manam username password server ki pampiste we'll get the response, right? So danni response from the server antaru. So it is secure.
Response.
Security purpose you can use. Okay, this is response from the server. Next, put means need to pass values or put something to server. Delete means delete the request or call. Next, adding data to server. Okay. Edit means editing data. These are all different type of methods we have. Okay. And next, I would like to show you how if a new application. Okay. So I can say this was my new application. Okay. So just I have the client given this URL. I'm just hitting this. Okay, నేను just దీన్ని browse చేశాను and after that I have clicked on this. Okay, and client given the username password, right? I'm going to entering here Jojo Bin. Just I have logged in. Okay, after logged in, anyone knows any possibility of identifying the navigation steps? Fish. Okay, you can able to click on product, item ID, add to cart. We can enter some quantity here and update, and then proceed to checkout. Entered all the details, continue. Order will be order is generated, and then I'm clicking on confirm. So these are my payment details. Okay, so we can say this is one workflow, right? And if I'm trying to click on reptiles, same, the process is same, right? There is not much difference. For example, 5 updated, or we can say that another so I have added, right? I'm removing this. This is also one type of scenario, right? Update it and sign out.
Correct.
Yeah. And then another scenario also we can able to just register now. Okay. Here we can enter something. Okay. And entering some first name, last name details and save the account information. So while saving, it's getting like this, but this is also we can consider as one scenario.
Correct.
Correct. So in this application, we are having 3 possibility scenarios, right?
Yes.
Okay. So ఈ పాసిబిలిటీ సినారియోస్ అన్ని కలిపి మనం ఏమంటామంటే we can call it as a business critical scenarios or traversal flow document, we can say it as. Traversal flow documents means just steps. Go to home, click on sign in, and
Navigation? You
yes.
mean navigation, no?
Yes, navigation steps is also called traversal steps or business critical scenario identification, all these things. Okay. So here we have identified 3 different type of scenarios, right? Out of 3, which one is critical and which one was not critical? ఈ మూడిట్లో ఏది క్రిటికల్ ఏది క్రిటికల్ కాదు?
Buying product was critical.
No, we cannot consider like that. Whatever we are frequently doing actions, we can call it as a business critical scenarios. Client will ask you how to identify the business critical scenarios. This is also one of the important interview questions. Okay, whatever the actions, whatever the features we are regularly or frequently using.
So before like knowing frequently doing action, we will ask the client what are the main transaction you will.
No,
decision
we don't ask like that. We need to decide the business critical scenarios. We need to, we need to log in into the application. We need to navigate through all the application, and then we can decide this was critical. And how we can decide, I will explain. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So user registration is there, right?
Correct.
How frequently it will be useful?
For every
Only
customer. Yeah.
only for
once.
user registration.
Yes, only once for per user.
Yes, one time activity this was. If we create 1000 users one time, then next time we'll won't use, right? Next time మళ్ళీ మనం యూస్ చేయము. ఒకసారి users create చేసే వరకే యూస్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ buying fish. So frequently number of users will buy the fish, right?
Yes,
So this was
frequently.
yeah, frequently happened scenario. Next
Buying another.
removing
Removing, editing.
or editing, correct? So
Yes.
this is also frequently.
You can add updating also, right?
Yeah, editing or updating, both are same.
Okay, right.
Yeah, we can call it as a frequently.
Frequently.
You can say like this to the client. Okay, so now you got clear picture about how the architecture will be, and what is the SLA, and what is the exactly non-functional requirement, and what type of methods we have, and what is the application URL, and what is the protocol or server IP and path, right? Clear? Any other doubts till now before going to next step? So we got clear about architecture. Manaku architecture telisindi, application URL okay, and username password details are also okay, and you have identified the business critical scenarios. You are ready. Okay, once you identify the business critical scenarios, you need to prepare the traversal flow document like this. This is I would like to give this document, sample document to you. I have already uploaded. Anyone have a look? I need I will give you a practice for tomorrow. You have to prepare business critical scenarios for WebTours application. Okay, I have already uploaded WebTours software also. You can download it from mail. Okay, and you need to identify by yourself. ఓకే, మీరు వెబ్ టూర్స్ అప్లికేషన్ని ఒకసారి నాకు ట్రావెర్సల్ ఫ్లో డాక్యుమెంట్ ప్రిపేర్ చేసి సేమ్ మెయిల్ ఐడికి ప్లీజ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ సేమ్ మెయిల్ ఐడి. Prepare traversal flow document and share with that same mail ID. Okay? This is the way we need to prepare the business critical scenarios, and we need to set up a call with client. Okay, client the call setup jesi we can confirm. Okay, is this workflows we have identified. So each set of actions is called one scenario. What is scenario means? Group of actions. For example, I'm Vidya, I'm going to buy mobile, right? So someone XYZ was going to buy some kitchen item. Okay, this is an electronic item. This flow was different. Okay, and the buying of kitchen item flow was different, and same time buying of fashion item was different, right? Flow will be completely different, right? So these are all different scenarios, we can say. Okay, these are all called different. If multiple users also can able to buy electronic items, multiple users will hit kitchen items, like that. So each group of actions we can call it as a scenario. Any doubts? So please create or traversal flow document and identify the business critical scenario for WebTours application. I will tell you how to set up WebTours application. Okay, you can identify by your own and let me know by tomorrow class. Okay. Yeah. So
Vidya,
yes.
What you are giving some homework, no?
Correct.
So do we need to record that scenario in our video, like how you should
No
share?
need. No need. Just prepare a document and share it through mail ID. I will check how you prepared the business. How to identify it. As per you, how many business critical scenarios you identified in
So
any
for every application, like in a practical environment, we will decide like this only how the
yes,
business
correct.
critical
The client
scenario
will, the client won't give you a business critical scenarios. Client ఇవ్వడు మనకు business critical scenarios. We need to identify we need to prepare a draft
So
document.
this for a new application. If it's an existing application, then
If it was an existing application also, new feature will implemented, we need to prepare it.
Okay.
Okay. If it was already existed feature, then already someone prepared that document, right? We can confirm, we can check, set up a call and we can confirm. These are all the already existed application feature, and these steps are okay, or I need to add any other steps.
Okay, so client will verify how, like we identify whatever we have identified. You will clarify as that okay.
Yes.
He is right with that, or he's wrong
Yes,
with it.
yes. Is there any other steps we need to include? Is there any changes? Okay. So the same process we are also following in organizations. Okay.
Okay, there won't be any third party report, no, to understand the
no.
business scenarios.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to prepare like this, and we need to show them.
Okay.
Here identified these many scripts, or these script scenario, script navigation steps, workflow. Okay. Endpoints or journeys, all these names are only same. Okay, there is not much difference, all are same. We can call it as a different naming formats, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, already I have provided you in softwares. Okay, I have provided you already web tours. If you extract this, let me extract it. Yes. సో ఒకసారి మీరు ఈ వెబ్ టూర్స్ కనుక ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తే, ఓకే, వన్స్ యూ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ దిస్ వెబ్ టూర్స్, extracting. Yeah. It's extracting. Yeah. Once you extract this, the folder will be extracted like this, and at the same time, Strawberry Pearl software we will get. Let me show you. I have already installed in my machine. Let me show you. Once you extract this folder, you can see it. Where is Strawberry Pearl?
It will be in the load runner, I guess. Microfocus actually.
Yeah, Strawberry Pearl. Okay. You need to install this. Just click on next. Okay, next కొడితే మీకు Strawberry Pearl install అవుతుంది. So once it's installed, open this web tours, okay, and start the server. First point, okay. Then you want you can able to record with load runner directly. Load runner లో అయితే మీకు డైరెక్ట్ గా రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది, ఏం చేంజెస్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. బట్ ఫర్ ద JMeter, okay, to record any application using JMeter or this particular web tours application in JMeter, it won't work directly work avadu. So we need to do some prerequisite changes. Okay, go to web tours and then configuration folder and click on httpd, click on edit. Okay, here you need to add this server name. Okay, we need to add the our local mission server name. This is our local, right? 127.0.0.1 is our local IP address. Okay, and the port number will be 1080. Okay, you need to add this line after this listener. I will provide you how to add this steps. Okay, we need to follow these steps. First, we need to go to this listen tag. Under this, you need to add this. Okay, these all steps about this. Okay, once you add this, you need to restart the web tours. That is the first step. Second step, okay, you need to, for JMeter recording, you must and should install Firefox, and you must and should follow the Firefox settings. Okay. Okay, na? So definitely you need to install latest Firefox, and then you need to make sure to be ready. Okay, web tours should be ready. and then Firefox should be ready. And next thing, once Firefox was ready, right? Okay, once Firefox was ready, you need to make sure these settings. First thing, I will show you how to do the settings. Just search with about config. Just click on accept the risk and continue. Here, this pop-up will show you. Okay, and you need to add this till secure and make it true. Okay, you need to add this. Already added, right? I have already added. And next, till localhost. I will share you this document in mail. You can follow the steps. Okay, and next, you need to make sure and be ready Firefox. First thing. Second thing was you need to go to web tours. Okay, click on web tours. Where is the web tours? Yeah, here click on config and click on httpd.config edit. Okay, you need to add this line. Be ready. So if you add these things, then you can able to open the web tours application. Okay, let's see. I have already started the server. Once you install the web tours, first thing is you need to change it the local host, and second thing is you need to install the Firefox, and you need to do the settings whatever I have shown you in the document. Okay, these three things is your homework. And another thing was traversal flow document. You should prepare traversal flow document with this web tours application. Web tours application use chesi meeru traversal flow document ni prepare chesi you should forward to the same mail id. I have shared you, right? oct.jmeter, and I will verify how many traversal flow documents you have shared. Okay, that should be ready. And another thing, before going to install or before going to record anything in JMeter, you need to know few elements, few things. Let me explain you what are those things. Okay, just I have entered into this and click on F12. F12 means developer tools. In your browsers also you can try it. While I am explaining, నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఒకసారి మీరు ట్రై చేయండి. F12 అనేది వస్తుందా రావట్లేదా. You can also try parallelly with me. Just home, click on home. So here you will see this, right? You can see these elements. So మీరు home click చేస్తే ఈ elements ని చూడొచ్చు. So these each this is called as a request or endpoint. Okay, each element we can call it as a request or endpoint. Endpoint అని కానీ లేదంటే రిక్వెస్ట్ అని కానీ అంటాం అనమాట. For example, I'm clearing this. Okay, clear this. Home page I have cleared. Next, enter the store. These many requests we got, right? Inni request lo vachai. We can call each one as a request. Clear or any doubt? Next, I'm going to click on fish. These many requests I got. So these many requests or calls we can call it as a calls or request or endpoints. These names we can call. This is how we can check the application, and you can also verify each and every click, right? You can see it here. Status code 200, right? If it was green, this was working fine. Okay, green color lo only 200 vaste idi work avutundi ani ardham. Okay, just you can click on each and every request and you can check. Yes, this was green, so this was correct URL. 200 status code means without any errors the application is logged in successfully. Okay, next item ID. Just you can just click on and go through all this. What is the elements? See, just update cart. These many requests we got. Okay, and next let me explain. Just a second, I would like to go to home. Yeah, so this is called request, right? Each request contains we can say it as a URL. Okay, this is the URL, home URL, right? Whatever we have hit, this is called a URL. Okay, next method type is get. Clear? Here you can check all the things. Method type and get. This is URL. Okay, next status code 200 passed or failed. Next, what is the remote address? This is the remote address. Okay, This is the remote address for JPET store. Next, referrer. This is the referrer policy. Okay, and these are all whatever we are hitting using get method. Okay, we are getting this, and what are the responses we are getting? Okay, these are all the things. Content type means text or HTML. Okay, length, languages. Okay, all these things we can. So, and preview means just this page preview.
So Vidya, what are the useful things we can see in this? Request URL is like mandatory for us.
I will explain.
Any part.
I will explain in coming classes why we need this. Why I am explaining this. I think tomorrow class I will show you the basic recording. Right, at that time you will get an idea why I am explaining this. Just you can try to analyze this. Okay, just by hitting this, why we need to hit this, just what type of URLs you are getting, just you can go through. That's it. I don't want to enter into deeper. Just you can enter into this and what type of URL we are it's getting, and these are all response headers, these are all request headers. Okay, this is the payload, and preview is the page preview was this one, and response was means the developers written some code, right? This was that code, front end code we can say. And timing, why we need, you asked me now why you are showing this. So the main purpose of showing this is how much time is taking for this particular request. You can see here 144 milliseconds is taking for this particular request. Okay, so by using manually we cannot test for 1000 users, right?
Correct.
By using performance testing tools, we can distribute the user same like real time. We can simulate the user same like real time by using this performance testing tools. అంటే పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్ట్ యూజర్ యూజింగ్ చేసి మనము సేమ్ రియల్ టైంలో ఎలా అయితే అప్లికేషన్లో యూజర్స్ సిమ్యులేట్ చేస్తామో అలానే ఈ టూల్స్తో సిమ్యులేట్ చేస్తాం. సో బై యూజింగ్ ఆటోమేటిక్. ఓకే, సో మనం మాన్యువల్గా బై డూయింగ్ మాన్యువల్లీ we cannot register many number of users and we cannot execute the test. By using these tools we will do that. Okay, and we can check particular request how much time is taking. So for manually for one user we can able to see all these requests, right? Do you know for 1000 users how much time it will take? We don't know, right?
No,
we don't know. And another thing, if we see manually one user after the other user only we can get the response time. ఓకే, ఒక యూజర్ తర్వాత ఒకటి లాగిన్ అయితేనే మనకి ఇక్కడ రెస్పాన్స్ టైం చూడొచ్చు. we cannot see concurrently number of user hitting, right?
correct.
Manually. That's what we need performance testing. Okay, so why we need performance testing? Why we need? Okay, I would like to give one example. If we can take an example of Flipkart. Okay, during the time of sale time lo Flipkart application ela untadi, heavy load, right? Lot of users are hitting that particular mobile phone sale time. So at that time the load was more than expected, right? So at that time what will happen? Application performance is less and page loading time is less. Page loading time తగ్గుతుంది, application performance poor గా ఉంటుంది. At the same time user is also got irritated, right? Page continuously loading and finally it says not found, page not found. So to avoid that we need to do performance test, and by using this test we need to decide, మనం డిసైడ్ చేస్తాం how many users of load we need to execute. Okay, how many number of users we are going to execute, and what is the performance, CPU performance, memory performance. Okay, is there any other type of issues we are seeing? Otherwise we can decide with this application only 100 users can hit. More than 100 users the application will crash. We can recommend these things to the client. For that purpose we will do the performance testing. Okay, so today is also complete overview about like non-functional requirement gathering, why we need all the things. Okay, so once the non-functional requirement gathering we will do a test strategy. In the test strategy only we will decide which tool is supporting for performance testing. Okay, so tomorrow class I will explain. Rep class lo chuddam ఏ టూల్ అనేది సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ you also face the same issue, right? So while recording the application you are unable to record the script. Application లో స్క్రిప్టే రికార్డ్ అవ్వట్లేదు అసలు. Did anyone face that type of situation while recording the application? You are unable to get any request, nothing will getting, right, while recording. At that time what we need to do, those things I will explain you tomorrow. I mean tools POC we can say. Okay, in test strategy we need to do tools POC, and once tools POC was done we will set up another call to the client and we can decide. So we have identified these many scripts and we need this much time to complete the script, like that. Okay, అంటే ఇన్ని స్క్రిప్ట్స్ మేము ఐడెంటిఫై చేసాము, ఒక్కో స్క్రిప్ట్కి ఇంత టైం పడుతుంది. we need to provide a timeline. Okay, for the script creation this many days. Okay, how many team members to need to create the script. Okay, and test executions how many days we need. Okay, and bottleneck identifications how many days we need. Those timings we need to provide in test plan. And another thing is what type of tests we are executing and number of users. Okay, all these things we need to prepare a test plan. All the things I will explain in detail. Okay, from tomorrow class we will see, like today we have application URL and we have an user test data and we got architecture details, all the details, right? Just today non-functional requirements we have gathered, right? So today we have identified the business critical scenarios also. And tomorrow what we will do, we need to do the tools POC, which tool is better and ఏ టూల్ బెస్ట్. అండ్ తర్వాత ఇఫ్ నథింగ్ ఈజ్ రికార్డెడ్ ఇన్ అప్లికేషన్ వాట్ వీ విల్ డూ, అప్లికేషన్లో ఏం రికార్డ్ అవ్వకపోతే ఏ టూల్స్, వాట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్ టూల్స్ వీ విల్ యూస్ అండ్ హౌ టు మేక్ షూర్ ద అప్లికేషన్ ఈజ్ రికార్డ్. ఓకే ఓకే, నౌ ద డౌట్ సెషన్. ఎనీ డౌట్స్, క్వశ్చన్స్? Today's session. Yes.
How many scenarios are there now?
Sorry?
How many scenarios are there?
You need to decide, right? Scenarios means business critical workflows or scripts only, right? Navigation steps.
Can you show me that document?
Okay. Traversal flow document you mean, right?
No, actually you showed
that one only.
How many types of scenarios are there? You showed me something. Business critical scenarios.
Yes, that one only. Traversal flow document. This one only, right?
So one scenario equals to one test script.
Yes, correct. One scenario equal to one script. Already I have uploaded these documents in mail. I think no one is gone through. One scenario is equal to one script. Okay, number of actions, group of actions is also called as a scenario. Okay, you can by seeing this you can prepare WebTours Traversal flow document for tomorrow class. I will see how many scripts you will identify with that WebTours application.
Actually, in this scenario, what we are going to test now? If it is global search, something like that. Okay, any scenario.
Global search means this was my
any scenario. What we are going to test?
We need to test each and every step now. For clicking on home page, how much time it will take?
Okay, how much time it is taking?
Yes,
for every scenario.
For every transaction we can call. Each action or each transaction we can call it as. These are called actions or transactions. These are called script or navigation steps or workflows. This point, this thing. Journeys also we can call. These are all called actions, transactions. Or navigation steps we can call it as.
Okay.
Yeah. In coming classes it should be more detailed, right? Why we need to what we need to do with these scriptings, why we need these scripts, all these things. These doubts you will be cleared in next classes. Tomorrow class first I will show you like we need to do a POC, right? So any application వచ్చినా మనం POC చేస్తాం కదా, ఇది మనకు సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుందా, it will support with this tool or not. Tool feasibility, we can call it as a tool feasibility checking. Okay, tomorrow I will show you what is JMeter and why we need to use JMeter. Okay, advantages of JMeter and basic recording. Okay, if nothing will be recorded in the JMeter, what we will do, what type of other tools we need to use to record.
Okay, this Traversal document is manual document, right?
Correct, manual document. We need to prepare and we need to share to the client. We need to prepare it.
Okay, is there any automated form or something is there for this creating?
No.
Okay.
Why if we automated this, I think we cannot automate this, right? We don't know in which application how many features we have. One of the application previously I have tested 100 workflows. We have 100.
Yeah, okay.
Like that.
For each scenario there are some set of actions are there, so okay.
Yeah, it's definitely changing, right? We don't know how many it was. We need to prepare it by ourselves. And another thing, sometimes client will provide these details. We don't need to prepare sometimes. But nowadays, all the companies should be expected from performance tester only. What are the business critical? This is very, very important in interview question. At the same time, important topic in real-time project also. You should identify it and you should prepare a document. Any others? Any doubts, questions?
Yeah, Vidya.
Yeah.
Vidya, you mentioned about setting up Firefox. Is it compulsory to use Firefox while doing the performance testing?
Not the performance testing. I cannot say for performance testing. Okay. JMeter is comfortable with Firefox only. If we use Chrome or Internet Explorer or Edge, okay, few of the requests was not recording.
Okay.
In those browsers, but if you can take this Firefox, we can able to record all the requests. But for some applications, Firefox will also not support. At that time, I will suggest other external tools how we can record using those. Tomorrow class I will explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to cover both UI and API part, right?
Correct. UI and API part, both.
Okay.
Some others are asking some questions. No need to hurry. Okay. No need to hurry. Learn slowly, but you need to learn perfectly. Okay. If you learn in this training, okay, you can directly sit in front of project and you can do directly without any support. My training is like that. Okay. Someone is asking some other questions in between.
ఒక అప్లికేషన్ కి ఈ టూల్ వాడతామని మనకి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది?
Yeah, tomorrow I will explain that thing only. I told you, right? నేను tomorrow class లో నేను మీకు చెప్తాను ఏ టూల్ ఇదే సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుందని ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది. I will explain you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Other questions? More questions, you will get more knowledge. That will be always stored in your memory permanently, I guess. Any other questions before going to close?
Hi, Vidya.
Hi, Jyoti. Yeah.
One more in that different types of methods. I think there is update and patch is also included.
Yes, included. Update, patches, and apart from this, I have covered only few methods.
Okay.
Yeah. We are having lot of methods. Copy, make a copy. In JMeter, we are having more than 10, I guess, methods.
Okay.
Head also another method. Head is also there. Yeah. Update is also there. While API, when I am going to explain about API testing, at that time I will explain those.
Fine.
Don't worry. Just I have given you a basic methods idea.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, Vidya.
Other questions?
Vidya?
Yes.
This is Amar now.
Yeah, Amar. Chepandi.
In real time లో ఈ డాక్యుమెంట్ మనం ఇట్లా చేయడానికి ఫ్లో ఇస్తారా ఏమైనా?
ఫ్లో ఇవ్వరు. No one will give you flow. మనమే ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి. We need to prepare it.
ఒక టాపిక్ అయినా ఇస్తారు డాక్యుమెంట్ కాదు.
టాపిక్ ఏముండదు, మనకు అప్లికేషన్ ఇస్తారు. ఓకే, దే విల్ గివ్ యూ అప్లికేషన్ అండ్ అప్లికేషన్ URL లాగిన్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇస్తారు. ఒకసారి మనం అప్లికేషన్ మనమే చెక్ చేసుకుంటూ మనం ఏవైతే ఐడెంటిఫై చేసామో అవన్నీ ఎక్సెల్లో నోట్ చేస్తాము. కాల్ సెటప్ చేసుకొని వాళ్ళతో కన్ఫర్మ్ చేస్తాం, మేమైతే ఇవి ఐడెంటిఫై చేసాము, ఇవి ఓకేనా, ఇంకా మీరు ఏమైనా అడిషనల్ గా యాడ్ చేస్తారా, ఏమైనా ఇందులో నుంచి రిమూవ్ చేస్తారా అనేది కన్ఫర్మ్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఎస్,
జస్ట్ మనం ఏం ఐడెంటిఫై చేసినా
అది అంతే, అవన్నీ రాసేయడం. ఎస్, కరెక్ట్.
Vidya, is this the same with the load runner tool also?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Means first we will be doing these steps.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, funny here. One question.
Yes, funny. Yes.
ప్రొడక్షన్ లోకి వెళ్ళక ముందే పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్ట్ చేస్తారా లేకపోతే అది
బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు ప్రొడక్షన్ మనం పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్టింగ్ చేస్తాము. పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్ట్ చేసి మనం ఓకే చేసాకే ప్రొడక్షన్ కి వెళ్తుంది ఏ అప్లికేషన్ అయినా.
ఓకే, ఇంకా అది ప్రొడక్షన్ లో వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇంకా పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ వస్తారు
అవసరం లేదు అని చెప్పలేము. మనం పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ప్రొడక్షన్ లో ఉన్నా కూడా పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఇష్యూస్ వస్తాయి. ఎందుకు వస్తాయి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనము 100 యూజర్స్ కి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, ఇష్యూస్ ఏం లేవని చెప్తాం. బట్ ప్రొడక్షన్ లోకి వెళ్ళాక 150 యూజర్స్ హిట్ అయ్యారు అనుకోండి, ఎగ్జాంపుల్, డెఫినెట్లీ అది ఇష్యూనే కదా. డెఫినెట్ గా మళ్ళీ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్టింగ్ వస్తుంది. ప్రొడక్షన్ ఇష్యూ వచ్చింది అంటారు చూసారా, ప్రొడక్షన్ ఇష్యూ, ప్రొడక్షన్ డిఫెక్ట్ వి గాట్ ఇట్ అని, అప్పుడు మళ్ళీ మనం పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్ట్ చేయాలి.
ఓకే,
yes yes any other questions?
అప్పుడు ప్రొడక్షన్ సర్వర్ మీద చేస్తారా మేడం, ఆన్ ప్రెమిసెస్
ప్రొడక్షన్ సర్వర్ లోనే చేస్తాం. ఎట్ ద టైమ్ క్లయింట్ విల్ ప్రొవైడ్, మనకు ప్రొడక్షన్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఇస్తాడు, ప్రొడక్షన్ యూజర్స్ తోనే మనం ప్రొటెక్టెడ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ లో చేస్తాం. అది ఎవరు యాక్సెస్ చేయలేరు, బికాస్ లైవ్ యూజర్స్ కదా. సో మనకి ఇష్యూ అవ్వకూడదు అంటే ప్రొడక్షన్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ సపరేట్గా ఉంటుంది. సో దాంట్లోనే మనం టెస్ట్ చేసి కన్ఫర్మ్ చేస్తాం. ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్?
రేపు ఇదే టైం ఉంటుంది క్లాస్.
యా, సమ్వన్ ఈస్ సేయింగ్, కొంతమంది ఏమో 9 to 10 అంటున్నారు, కొంతమంది మార్నింగ్ టైమింగ్స్ అంటున్నారు. సో ఐ థింక్ 9 to 10 వాజ్ ఓటింగ్ వాజ్ మోర్ దాన్ డే టైమింగ్, రైట్?
ఇది లోడ్ రన్నర్ చెప్తాను కదా.
యా, మార్నింగ్ టైమ్ లోడ్ రన్నర్ ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్. సో parallelly you want, how many are there for parallelly load runner tool? Please post on group, okay? Parallel గా లోడ్ రన్నర్ సేమ్ ఎట్ ఎ టైమ్ లోడ్ రన్నర్ కావాలి అనుకున్న వాళ్ళు ఒకసారి గ్రూప్ లో అప్డేట్ ఇస్తే ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ ద టైమింగ్స్.
ఇప్పుడు ఒకటి బ్యాచ్ రన్ అవుతుంది కదా, ముందు బ్యాచ్, అది ఏ టైంలో రన్ అవుతుంది?
10 to 11
మార్నింగ్.
అదే
ఇది కూడా ఒక బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే ప్యారలల్ గా నేర్చేసుకుంటాం కదా, తొందర అయిపోతుంది.
based on the majority I will start, no worry. Okay, if possible from tomorrow we can start. Please vote on the group so that I will decide the time. Okay, others any others?
So we are continuing with the same timing, right?
Yes, okay. Yeah. Any questions?
You said some homework, no?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, I didn't heard that document. Document lo em fill cheyali Vidya?
Already I have shared you the documents also. You can please go to that document.
No. In this scenario names are there, no? Find someone quickly.
Yes.
Web
Easy, right? Easy, right? Web tours, you can, whatever you are doing. For example, if you're doing user registration, you can give it as a user registration.
Okay, we can change the scenario names, no?
Yes, correct, right? Based on the application, definitely scenario name will change,
yes,
and
that is
actions also change.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Then understood. No problem.